Okay, so today we're just going to be doing an overview of what we've done before. We're going to be doing our rows here because our pups love to come out here and just mess with them and bring them down. Hopefully they don't get into them whenever we have our watermelon growing. We're going to put the GoPro on the tractor and show you guys how these hills are made, or raised beds. So it's just a review of what we've done before. I just felt that on our irrigation video last time we didn't show too much of our row maker or of our bedder. So we're gonna go ahead and attach it to the tractor and make a few rows. Redo all these that the pups have come out here and messed up. So it's a short video today. We've been irrigating our backside field where our corn is planted. And we used dual or a couple of 1.25 inch Irrigation King sprinkler heads. We're gonna be, I guess, sort of like merging these two videos together. Still gonna be short, but here we go. Let's redo these either borders today or raised beds. Some will be borders and others will be raised beds. So here we go. We already have our GoPro attached to the top of the bedder, and we'll show you that angle while we redo all these raised beds. So we're gonna get to that right now. Then we're gonna change our camera, put it below the tractor so you guys can see how the two discs, while they're running in the ground, form the bed. I'll go a little bit more into detail on that. So here we go. So the wind started picking up. We redid all our rows, and this is the last row for the watermelon cantaloupe. This is the borders we did for our ridges. So we're gonna flood irrigate this side of the field, and we'll see how that goes. But just wanted to show you guys how the border maker works again from different angles on the tractor. And that's the last one. So hopefully we can flood irrigate this field soon, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, and that bang you hear, there's a shooting range down the road, like a mile or mile and a half down the road. And that's why in the previous videos you heard all the popping and loud bangs. So yep, that's exactly what today we irrigated this side of the field. I'd already explained that we used a couple of Irrigation King 1.5 actually 1.25 sorry, 1.25 irrigation heads. They actually make 1.5 and 2-inch, but I knew that if I use the 2-inch or the 1.5, my 2-inch water pump wasn't gonna have the enough pressure to move the both sprinkler heads and catch all the way to the end of the field. So I figured with 2 1.25 I should be able to get most of the field. So yeah, I was right. I irrigated most of the field. I think it was only like a small spot that I wasn't able to get, but that's where the 2 sprinkler heads overlap. And yeah, I guess like 98% of the field was watered today. So yep, this is the aftermath. You'll see the sprinklers in action earlier today. It was a hot one today, even though they showed 70 degrees on the weather. Yeah, that's not how it went. It felt 90 degrees out here, but here's the aftermath. And now for the end result. The field looks a whole lot wetter now. For those that hadn't seen, our corn is starting to emerge. And looks like we're gonna have enough humidity in the ground to get all the other seeds that hadn't germinated to start germinating. After we irrigated this field, we waited I think a week to put our seed in the ground, and it's weird stuff because if you see this row right here, most of this row didn't germinate, and I think there's 2 more here, this one right here, and this one right, these 2 actually right here, which is this one and this one right here. If you look straight across, not a single plant, or maybe like a couple, or maybe like 3 or 4 germinated. But it's so weird that in few rows, the complete row didn't germinate. So this is the reason we got our sprinklers. Need some, I guess, more humidity in the soil. So that was the objective for today, and we got it done. So, oh wow, it really did put it right in the middle. And further out that way, nice. So, yep. So we're in little over 2 hours. It's 4:42 with this dual 1.25 Irrigation King sprinkler heads. Now they do make 1.5 and 2-inch, but I figured since one single head is not going to be able to reach the whole area, I went ahead and got 2 1.25, and it looks like I was right. With just a little over 2 hours, the ground is completely damp. There's areas where it's already like puddling because of the low spots. So if you were looking to buying some of these sprinklers, I definitely recommend them. Again, I'm running these off of the 2-inch pump, not the 4-inch that you saw in the video. This is a 2-inch pump, and I'm pretty satisfied with its result. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, let this fuel tank run out and call it a day for this side of the field. I didn't have time to make a video of the setup, but we have our 2 1.25 sprinklers going. Now these are going on with the 2-inch pump. I think it covers I'm not sure if it's like 80 feet in diameter or like 80 feet in radius. I'd have to measure. But we have light northern winds, and it's going all the way almost to the driveway over there. I could have moved that sprinkler head maybe 2 or 3 rows over, and it'll still reach. So just thought I'd show you guys what I'm doing today, this weekend. Didn't have all the time to show a video of all the setup, and didn't want to bore you with the assembly of the sprinklers, but they are Irrigation King 1.25 the sprinkler heads. I think I'm using the 12 millimeter nozzle. So yeah, this is where we're at so far. I think we are at 5 minutes maybe of running time. I had tried them out on this side. I had put the two sprinklers right next to the driveway. That's why that area right there looks a bit more damp than the whole field. And I was like, what happens if I remove the return springs, or I don't know what you call those things where they make it go like, you know what I'm talking about. Yep, but this is a full circle now, and I think I'm getting a better result with these right here. So, well, with this setup. So we're gonna let it run for a while. Right now it's 14:29. I don't think you guys can see that, which is 2:29. I'll come back in a half hour and see how it goes. That's the aftermath on both sprinkler heads. I really like the way they perform. So like I said, if you're looking into getting sprinkler heads that are your above normal garden sprinkler heads, like the ones they sell at Lowe's, Home Depot, and any other sprinkler shop, these Irrigation King 1.25" really did the job today. And like I said, we were running them off our 2-inch water pump. Let me see if I can get a closer shot at it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention was those sprinkler heads are on square tubing frames right now, so they won't fall or tilt over. We are going to be making the bases out of 2-inch galvanized pipe. Right now we have PVC. We're also going to be making a rolling chassis for it. We're going to use either small tractor tires. That way, whenever we're done, right now it's going to be kind of muddy in there to get in there and move them. So if I had corn on that side of the field, I would have to let the field dry maybe a couple days, then get in there and pull them out. But if I have those wheels on it, then it should make it easier for us to get them out of the muddy area. So that's definitely a video for another project. So we'll get to it as soon as we can. This right there is the pump that we were using. This is a 2-inch Predator from Harbor Freight. So far it's worked really well for me. I think I've had it for like 6 months, coming up on 6 months now. And it was perfect for what I did today. If I would have moved this sprinkler head right there closer this way, I would have gotten that small corner piece of the field that didn't get water, but that's not a big deal. And right there where the sprinklers overlap, I wasn't able to get that right there. I wasn't able to get that, but it's like, how it's about 10 feet and another, I would say about 15 to 20 feet out here. So overall it performed really well. You can see the dampness of the ground. So some of our seeds, like I said, didn't germinate. For sure this will get them going. So let's hope all works well, and thanks for watching.